I'm from Agboju secondary school. And if you pray, those students are Muslim. We don't hear you say amen. In Jesus' name. But I think for the life of giving to us, I think for the privilege of giving to us to be here. Some of us are, so people are dead now, but give us the privilege to be here. My name is highly glorified in Jesus' name. But I think that if you give us one more time to celebrate this new land anniversary, my name is highly glorified. But after celebrating it, what I give us knowledge and understanding, bring us joy and happiness to our family. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. Can we have a Muslim volunteer? Okay. Let's quickly move to the national anthem. Please tell us that out for the national anthem of the country. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're all very welcome once again to this auspicious event. Who can tell me why we are here? Students, do you know why we are gathered today? How many of you know why we are here? Who can tell me? Anyone? Yes, please. Come quickly.
My name is Henry Mano. We are here to celebrate the World Social Justice Day.
Social Justice Day. So who can tell me the meaning of social justice? Have you heard the word social justice before? Who knows it? Okay, let me come. Come and tell us. I love it when girls are bold.
Social justice is an underlying principle for peaceful and prosperous coexistence within and among nations.
You are saying it all. You just celebrate for her. You see now the girls are winning. Boys, let's wake up. You celebrating. The girls are winning.
That is the essence of today's program, trying to close the gap of inequalities in Nigeria.
Let's put our hands together for it.
It's now time to invite eminent personalities to the high table. First and foremost, I'd like to call on that wonderful woman, the chief host of today, the elegant stallion we call her. A workaholic. I have never seen such an assiduous woman. A mother, an achiever, a silent achiever. The Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 5, Mrs. Adeola Adedeji. Please, I want, please ma'am, before you walk to the table, directors please, directors in District 5, please come and usher this wonderful, ever-performing women to the high table. The director school admin is here. The director A&HR is here. The director account is here. Yes, I'm getting to another director is here. The director CSC. This is another director. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. We have a new Youth District 5. Thank you very much. Quickly, I would like.
Okay. Also in our midst, we have this wonderful man from the kingdom of the Royal Netherlands. I hope I got it right. Yes, the kingdom of the Netherlands. The Royal Kingdom of the Netherlands has been supporting Nigerians, has been supporting Nigerian education, supporting the non-governmental organizations all over Nigeria. They've done a lot.
Thank you very much. I am so happy that I'm a living witness to this program. What about you, Mrs. Papa Michelle?
I am very elated.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful to have the Consulate General himself. You know what that means? He left everything he's doing now for you.
In the same vein, because I'm so happy. Anytime we have a program in Education District 5, this man will find time out of no time to come. The twin brother of our wonderful DGPS, he also is the DGP, Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 4, Mr. Elliot. He has never missed any program in this place. Continue clapping, please.
It's wonderful when you have great men and women championing faith. Come on, keep clapping for them. Thank you very much.
Always.
Let's put our hands together for all of them.
Mr. Bamishi, what do you have to say about this woman?
Oh, she's erudite, she's amiable, she's beautiful, she's loaded.
Wow!
And next time to be on the high table is this wonderful woman. I've met her for over 20 years. I've known her over 20 years. I've not seen her in the past 15 years. I've seen her again after so many years. We've worked together severally. She's the one here wearing two caps. She's actually representing the director, the country director of the United Nations Information Center. They are also our partners. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Adeola Adedeji, every representative of Awori, the country director of the United Nations Information Center, all the way from the Peru to grace this donation and take it to Mexico. Please let's put our hands together for this people. Education to find is working. The United Nations is working. The Royal Kingdom of the Netherlands is working. Lagos is working. We are all working. Please let's put our hands together for ourselves.
We also have the TGPS Education District 1, Mrs. Shebari, will be represented by Mr. Adedeji in the house. That is another major supporter of Education District 5. Mr. Akinade has been there for us. Every now and then, we always sing. Once again, give me a round of applause.
Is this young man is fully loaded. He's an exemplary performer. I tell you, God has endowed him with wisdom.
Clap!
He moves these things. Honestly, many of us are now we don't know where he gets all his ideas from. And he's the executive director and president, the founder of DoTheDream Youth Development Initiative.
Wow! This is wonderful! This is wonderful! This is wonderful! Let me say something about this man. I met him not quite long, but we have related as if we have met for 5 years. He is a silent achiever. Somebody whose IQ is beyond my own imagination. If you meet him within the next 5 or 10 minutes, I am very sure whatever he says will envelope him. He got me arrested with words. He has vision. He has mission. He is wonderful.
He's passionate. He's good. He's determined. Let's put a hand together for himself.
Within 24 hours, we were able to talk to 7 ambassadors. Give it to him.
He's a mover and shaker. Look at him. He's one of the world is looking up for him. So we really appreciate him. So let's have a warm music to welcome these great people to this auspicious occasion. Because
yes, the first round of introduction of dignitaries. We are going to the second round. But before then, DJ, give it to me. Nice one, slow.
Can you be how they live the world's greatest? And the world's greatest.
It's been a long time since I've seen this kind of dance. Quickly, because of time, I'd like to recognize the following people. They are also eminent in their own rights, very important personalities. We have in our midst Mrs. Adeola Adedeji, Head of Department for Political Science and Tech. Please move forward, step forward. We also have the Director Admin and Human Resource, Mr. and I put in brackets Alaji Anifowoshi. Everyone make a tell from Dada. Also, we also have another director in Admin and Human Resource Department, Mrs. in bracket Professor Adedeji. Ever make a telephone, Dada? Yeah, no child is trying to win. I think it has the highest number of directors in the department. We also have another director, a powerful one, the one that deals with the workforce in Admin and Human Resource. We also have somebody we call, somebody that is very important to any organization. We call her Mama Olowo, the director, accounts, Mrs. Akitimeni. When you see her, you have seen millions. Ever smiling, working stylishly. We also have the anchor chairman, Ajeromi Development Zone, Mr. Matthew Adeola. You can do better than that. In the whole of Ajib is the principal of principals. Is the chairman of Association of Principals. So clap for him once again. We also have Mr. Akipelu, the chairman of Awori Zone. I would have called on this person because she was quick to time. She came before anybody else. After our TGPS, she was the next person. What am I talking about? We are talking about the chairperson of Ojozo, Mrs. Adekoye. Who can do better than that for her? Ordinarily, we want to give her a tag as an official because there is nothing we are doing in the district that she will not partake. Once again, give her another round of applause. We are wonderful and highly recognized. We also have somebody that has been with us for the past 2 days. In terms of logistics, he was there. Yesterday evening, we were here together till around 2:08. Who am I talking about? My brother from another mother. The NU teacher man of Agboju, with comrade Adeola Adedeji. You can see, he's very popular among students. Very popular among students. Thank you very much. We also have in our midst Mrs. Aderoba, the secretary of Agboju. Thank you very much.
You can do better than that. Not for one.
You can do better than that. We have another director, though she's in charge of logistics. Another director in the CST department, Mrs. Odeyemi. Please stand up for recognition, please. She's a director, a go-getter, easygoing, and very intelligent personality. You are highly recognized. Above all, I'm going to give it to this woman. I don't know whether to call her chairperson of occasions. Mama Jebaje. When it comes to feeding, she's there. When it comes to making sure that logistics, no failure, she's there. She's in charge of the administration of all schools. Who am I talking about? The director, schools admin, Mrs. Agboju. will give you now.
You know when the rain wants to fall, it doesn't start like that all of a sudden. It just starts. So everybody be on your feet.
Everybody be on your feet.
Do what I do. One finger. 2 fingers. 3 fingers.
This is wonderful.
4 fingers.
Wonderful.
5 fingers. Thank you so much, God. Also, we would like to recognize all the schools present. You are all wonderful. Give yourselves a round of applause.
You can do better than that for yourself. I'll join you in clapping. I'll join you in clapping. That's even clapping for you. This is wonderful.
All the schools represented here, you are all wonderful. And you are all looking so beautiful and radiant.
Because the high table is clapping for you. Stand up. Let me clap for you. That table. Clap.
You are very much welcome.
Thank you very much, Sina.
Thanks for coming.
Members of the high table, you are distinguished and eminent personalities. Thank you.
Press men and women, where are you? We appreciate everybody for coming. All the cameramen, everybody, you are all important.
Distinguished TGPS Celebration District 5 to give our welcome address. God bless you.
You may all sit with. Good morning, the Consul General of the Netherlands Kingdom, the Information Officer of the United Nations, Mr. Adedeji, you're welcome. Mr. Erile, my brother, the TGPS Education District 4, the directors in the district, ACOPS leadership, NET representative, members of the district, the great tomorrow are students. You are welcome to this program. When the MC started the program, he said the greater people are up here. But I can assure you, you are greater than us. And you will surely be greater than us. You are the future of this country. You are the future of the world. And the truth of the matter is that nobody can stop you except you want to stop yourself. And I know you are not stopping yourself. We welcome you to this program, the World Social Justice Day. We are commemorating the day with the United Nations, and we are using education to leverage on inequalities in the country and in the society. I welcome you all to this program. I want you to sit back, enjoy yourselves, but above all, listen. Because I know there's a lot you can gain from this. There's a lot you can take from what we are doing this afternoon or this morning. But what we want you to know is that nobody, no matter your background, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your religion, nobody can stop you. But especially Lagos State is a state that accommodates all. It's a state that gives each and every one of us opportunity to be what God has called us to be. So thank you once again, and God bless you.
Very hard, straight to the point. Once again, give it to her. Thank you very much. Mr. Tayo. Mr. Tayo, please. Representative of the Secretary General United Nations, Mrs. Adedeji, to give us our short speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here today, and I want to thank TD Education District 5. We've always been having programs with them, and we're always happy to collaborate with them. I'm standing on existing protocols. I'm bringing a message from my director, Mr. Ronan Kayanga, who is in Abuja right away for a program already planned before this day. And we have a message from the United Nations. We're talking about social justice as an underlying principle for peaceful and prosperous coexistence within and among nations. We uphold the principles of social justice when we promote gender equality or the rights of indigenous peoples and migrants. We advance social justice when we remove barriers that people face because of gender, age, race, ethnicity, religion, culture, or disability. For the United Nations, the pursuit of social justice for all is at the core of our global mission to promote development and human dignity. The adoption by the International Labour Organization of the Declaration on Social Justice for a Fair Globalization is just one recent example of the UN system's commitment to social justice. The declaration focuses on guaranteeing fair outcomes for all through employment, social protection, social dialogue, and fundamental principles and rights at work. And from ILO, they are talking about social justice Day 2020 by asking you why the future of work should put people and planet first. The ILO believes the only way we are going to achieve social justice, tackle irregularity, reduce poverty, and address climate change is if we put people and planet first. The 2019 ILO Centenary Declaration for the Future of Work says that people must be at the heart of economic, social, and environmental policy making if we are to build a future that works for all. What do you think? That's the question. And we have a paper for you here to be able to go and raise your voice. We are talking about raise your voice on Social Justice Day 2020. It's your future. It's our planet. Thank you.
I just realized that nowadays, organizations, really international organizations, they don't make long speeches. Whatever they want to say, they wrap it up. Once again, a round of applause for Mrs. Adedeji. Thank you very much.
Except if they will stay here, the camera will stay here, then the camera will be there. The shot with the one, I know some are linked to them. Other will take as if they
before we call on our neighbor Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 5, to make our presentation, we'd like to call one or two students to speak to us on social justice. Just 3 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Actually, we would love to find out from them how much they know. Because we know that at the end of it all is about achieving the social development goals. And we cannot achieve the social development goals if the youth are not involved in participation. So we want to find out how much they know about social justice. And we will call on 1 or 2 representatives of the schools here. So as I mention your school, let somebody from your school come forward to tell us Lagos State Junior College. 1 person, please come quickly. Or just Senior High School. 1 person should come quickly. Army Cantonment Boys Senior Secondary Schools. Ojo, we want 1 person to come here and say something about social justice. Adeola Senior Grammar School. 1 person. And also Lagos State Senior Model College. We want you to come and say something. Yes, I know the girls are going to come out first. See? I know the girls will come out first. Please let's put our hands together for her. The girls are very, yes. Okay? Briefly.
I will leave this place now. Well, before then, as the UN representative was giving a speech, the representative of the TGPS Education District 3 came in. Mrs. Shobari is busy, Dr. Ayodele is busy having a meeting at Alausa. She is ably represented by Mr. Shoile. Mr. Shoile, please. A round of applause for him. Please come to that. This way.
You can do better than that. Please let's give a round of applause. Okay, so as I was saying, this is just a preamble. So just like 30 seconds, 30 seconds each. The remaining schools are afraid. Are we afraid? When the Tutor General was speaking, she said you are the greatest. So come and show us how bold you are. We want the bold and the beautiful ones, the strong ones to come out. And I am happy the girls are, you see, you have 3 girls here. So that shows you the girls are taking over.
Adeola Adedeji. I'm from Ojo Senior Secondary School. What I understand by social justice, and we also know that the theme for the day is that we're working on education to close inequalities in achieving social justice. And social justice means bringing coexistence between people. So education has been used as a platform to bring coexistence between students among the societies, because we have so many inequalities happening in the society. Where this one say I am of this class and the other says I am of this class. But today we use the social justice, the World Social Justice Day, to bring people together in order for them to coexist. Thank you.
That is wonderful. Thank you very much. Please come forward with you.
My name is Adeola from Awori Grammar School. We are here for the World Social Justice Day. And our theme for today is closing the inequality gap to achieve social justice. Now, first of all, I want to explain the word social justice. From my own understanding, I believe social justice is the act of bringing peace and harmony and coexistence between 2 unequal people. Many people in Nigeria today feel that we are unequal, but especially the males. They feel like the females are nothing. They are not able to stand and all that. But then, we are leaders of tomorrow. We should help ourselves. We are all brought up to this world at the same time. So we should all be able to stand and be able to speak our views and not feel like there's anyone above anyone, because we are all the same. Thank you.
This is wonderful. The world is seriously changing. The women are trying to take over.
No, we are not taking over.
You will see what I mean. When it comes to the time of discussion, the panel discussion, you will see what I am talking about. You will see that the women are stylishly taking over. I do like this for you.
We are a model of style, but we are up to the task. So we are equal partners. Let's put our hands together for the women, of the ladies, of the girls.
My name is Awori Ajeromi. I am a student from Lagos State Junior Model College, Ojo. As we all know, today is the World Social Justice Day. From what a student said, social justice is an underlying principle for peaceful and prosperous existence in a nation. We are all here to come together to make sure that we are one of a kind. We can't just say because one is rich and one is poor, we will differentiate each other. We are from the same mother. Just because we have different names doesn't mean we are not a family. The World Social Justice Day is to make sure that we all come together to celebrate a peaceful nation. Thank you.
This is wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay, can we have any of the boys?
Just one boy. Just a boy. Wonderful. Long verse.
Let's encourage him. Please, let's put our hands together.
A boy just came out. Mr. Tayo. Thank you very much. Thank you for not disgracing the boys.
Sorry, sir.
My name is Olubemi Samuel and I'm from Agboju Boys Senior Secondary School. Social justice is based on the concept of human rights and equality and can be defined as the way in which human rights are manifested in everyday lives of people at every level of society.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
He has mentioned one key word. Human rights.
Human rights.
Human rights. And that's a very beautiful word. Please let's encourage him once again. Like clapping for him. Thank you very much.
I want you to clap again for that boy. The reason being that he has given to us, he has told us that human rights is inalienable. When you say something is inalienable, something that cannot be negotiated, something that cannot be given away. Your parents gave back to you, but they cannot take your life. Mr. Young man, thank you very much for not disgracing us. You boys, you sure I know.
They are doing well. Let's put our hands together for each and every one of you, please.
We have in our midst the representative of the executive chairman, Awori Ajeromi, in person of Mr. Ajayi Bashiru. Somebody needs to let me. Okay, Emma.
Please, let's encourage and let's give a big round of applause.
We also have the representative of Badagry Anchor, Mrs. Laditi Owotsa, Mr. Mojid, and Mrs. Laditon. I think you have to help us manage that place. We never envisaged the magnitude of this event. We thought it was to celebrate World Social Justice Day. Well, with the caliber of people, this is wonderful. Ogami, you will be surprised today. You have a gift for you. A surprise gift for you. The only white man in our midst is my brother. I'm the only one that has a white man as a brother. We look alike. Though me and ugly, he's handsome. God bless you. Quickly, I will hand over the mic to Mrs. Okelola Oludara Oyebisi, Amiable Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 5. You can do better than that. Clap for her. She's going to make our presentation. Both of you names.
Good morning. I just want to do a short presentation. And the topic is leveraging on education to close the inequality gap in achieving social justice. As we all know, we are in an educational setting, and everybody this morning has said what social justice is. And what we want to talk about now is how do we use education? How do we use education to close that gap that exists between people, between races, due to backgrounds, due to ethnicity. So that I won't waste so much time because we still want our children to talk. I congratulate the United Nations for the observance of February 20 as World Day of Social Justice. Education District 5, Lagos State, and Nigeria will proudly align with the world to commemorate this day. I give thanks to God. We thank our Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for the opportunity given me to serve, and that which he and his team are doing in education. And we thank God for the Commissioner for Education, who is part of the dream and who understands what everything is about. The UN Secretary General and representatives of the United Nations, the Consul General, Kingdom of the Netherlands, the Country Director of DoTheDream Initiative, Mr. Olutayo Olumadewa, the Tutor Generals present and those being represented. The DGQA of Education is already, she's on her way with her team, the quality people. They are the ones helping us to make sure that we do things right. Then the representatives of ANCOS, of our 4 zones, they are representing the 140 principals that make up the Education District 5. Then representatives of NUT, Mr. Adewale, principals, staff, and students. You are all welcome. So, outline of this presentation. Next one. Go to the next. Is okay. What is inequality gap? One thing we know in the world is that the wealth of the world, which is like 82% being generated, is going to only 1%. Now, what are the consequences of inequality? 1 out of every 5 child or children will not be able to go to school, although that is different in Lagos State now. Children, do you agree with me? Yes, ma'am. Every day, 10,000 people die because they lack access to affordable health care. Health care is not accessible to everybody. So, what are the global solutions to inequality? The following global solutions are being applied. 1, there should be access to quality education. There should be access to quality health care. Then we have to rethink work and skills. That is, what skills are you bringing to the table? And with your skills, what kind of work can you do? Now, we also have to address biases and discrimination we have in the society. Then we have to promote diversity and inclusion. When I say inclusion, it means even those children or people who maybe due to circumstances of birth, or maybe people who have special needs, they have to be taken care of. Then there has to be employment incentives. That is something, there has to be something that we give to people that maybe to give them employment, especially those who have special needs. Now, back to this environment, what we are here this afternoon. I say education weakens the effects of poverty and inequality. Education weakens the effect of poverty and inequality between the rich and the poor, between the sexes, whether you are a female or you are a male. Now we all say what a man can do, a woman can do better. Education reduces inequality and education for all is possible. Lagos State makes this more realistic. You can go beyond where you live. There's what is called nature and nurture. You have to know that this is where I was born, but where am I going to? And you may not be able to do this if you are not educated. Now, in Lagos State, there are some things Lagos State government has put in place to make sure that the gaps are being reduced day in, day out. Number 1, Lagos State is the only state in Nigeria that is close to UNESCO's budget for education. Then, Eco-Excel means excellence in education and learning. The present government of the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu started a program in November last year. And like 2-3 weeks ago, they rounded up the first part of the program where teachers, primary school teachers, they are trained on how to upskill their skills, on how to be able to compete with people all over the world. And a lot of facilities have been put in place to make sure that these things are possible. Then apart from that, they have been given tablets. And these tablets are downloaded, they have all the things they need to teach our children. And at the end of the day, by the time they finish this program, 40,000 teachers will have been trained on this. Then Lagos State also pays basic education exam for the junior school students, GS3. By the time they finish GS3, Lagos State pays for the exam. Students, am I saying something? Yes, so Lagos State pays for them. Then for the school side, what we call it WASE, West African Senior School Certificate Exam. Before 1979, was it 79 or 90? So since that time, Lagos State has been paying for senior school certificate exam for the students. Then presently, plans are being put in place to make sure that primary school students, they get food at least once a day. Some local governments have already started the program, but before the end of, by June, all things being equal, it will have gone around the schools. We are aligning with the federal government policy. Now, renovation of 60 schools. In Lagos State now, 60 schools have been earmarked as a kind of pilot project. 10 schools per district. We have 6 districts in Lagos. So we have 10 schools per district that are being renovated. And then apart from the renovation, we even have some schools being built. Like 5 schools are being built now across Lagos State to accommodate the students, to reduce population explosion in our schools. Then presently now, as I'm talking to you, is since December, Lagos State started the process of replacing teachers who are exiting the service. And it's going to be a quarterly thing. Like now, 1,000 teachers they have been employed and they are being given their letters of employment. Then we have capacity building for teachers. Every day we have training going on for teachers, for staff, to be able to compete with people outside, to be able to bring out the best in them. Now, impact of education on inequality gap in Lagos. Without these initiatives of government, many children will be out of school. Then we also discover, apart from that some children may not even feed. We see religion or social background, they benefit. In fact, the slogan for Eco-Excel says, "Leave no child behind." Then also the state caters for children with special needs. Like we have a lot of schools in Lagos State where children maybe who are falling out of school, maybe due to pregnancy or one problem or the other, they are given another chance to go back to school. Then we also have schools where children with special needs, who have maybe one physical disability or the other, they are being taken care of, and we have teachers taking care of them who are teaching them. Now, my advice to students and pupils: education is the most important gift a parent can give a child. I advise all our students to make the best of opportunities that are available to you. The Bible promises that the diligent shall stand before the king and not mere men. And the thing is that even the Bible says that there are gifts that are in you. And when we talk about gifts, I'm not talking about physical gifts. There are lots of inner things that God has deposited in you. And most of the time, it's these gifts that take you to greater heights. Nigerians are recognized worldwide because of educational contributions. Now I want to give examples of Nigerians who are making waves all over the world. We have, in America, we are more or less the most educated. When we talk of Africa, Nigerians, we top the class. Then in UK, we have the Nigerian Imafidon twins, who are youngest graduates in the United Kingdom. Then a Nigerian family, the Alius, has 5 lady medical doctors. They are 5 and they are all women. Without education, they won't be there. Then there's a lady, Dr. Deborah Motilewa, a Nigerian lady who completed her Americans are the most educated ethnic groups in the United States. According to the Migration Policy Institute, 29% of Nigerian Americans have graduate degrees compared to the level of the overall American population. Even we are taking over their country for them. So I go back to the Imafidon twins. 12-year-old twins, Peter and Paula Imafidon, nicknamed the Wonder Twins, are Great Britain's highest achievers. At age 9, they made history as the youngest children in British history to attend high school. When I say high school, I mean where you are now. That's the senior school. The children became the youngest to ever pass the University of Cambridge Advanced Maths exam. After participating in the Excellence in Education program, they set world records when they passed the A levels with distinctions. So you can see the Imafidon twins there, Peter and Paula. You can see them on the screen. Then you can see the lady, Deborah Motilewa, who has doctoral degree at age 25. Then you can see the ladies, the 5 of them, who are medical doctors. You have neurosurgeons among them. You have an obstetrician. You have a plastic surgeon, a family physician, and a community health physician. So recommendations. The political will, we need the will. Because what Lagos State has started, to be able to continue, it won't be something about maybe the particular party in government, or let us be something that continues. Then there should be increased investment in education. More money to be pumped into education. Then special attention invest. They say they cannot do it alone. For Nigeria to catch up with the rest of the world, there must be emphasis on STEM curriculum, that is science, technology, engineering, and maths, in an interdisciplinary and applied approach. Our curriculum must embrace entrepreneurship education with the aim to provide students with the knowledge, skills, and motivation to encourage entrepreneurial success in a variety of sectors. We are looking forward to a day where we have more technical colleges that can take care of our children. We are just 5 now, and they are not enough, so we want more. So in conclusion, education is a major investment and a critical tool for social development, poverty alleviation, and social justice. All hands must be on deck. The government, non-governmental organizations, parents, teachers, and the whole society to contribute and collaborate for success and promotion of quality education. Finally, I recommend that we all embrace the principles of equity and equal opportunities. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so very much for the
standing ovation. Give Mama a standing ovation. Some of you are still sitting down. Continue clapping until she sits down. This is wonderful.
I want us to give Mama another kind of clap. We're going to give her a locomotive clap.
Locomotive clap.
Do you know what the locomotive is? Who knows what the locomotive is? It's a train. So when I do my hand like this, you clap. So you watch the movements of my hand before you clap. So we are going to give her a locomotive clap. Watch. Just a few points, just to refresh memory. Yes. Okay, I will give a recap. after the presentation of the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
My brother is coming.
Secretariat.
My brother is coming. You can see that we look alike. This is the first time I'll be shaking a white man in my life. So I'm not going to wash this hand for the next 1 week. I'll bucket my hand like this and do justice to the other one. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me here. Honorable Commissioner of Education, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Lagos State, all protocol duly observed. Distinguished guests, to the dreamers, pupils, teachers of all the schools present. I'm going to talk to you about dreams. Who of you never had a dream? So you're all dreamers. Is that correct? Yes. Good. I'm going to talk about dreams. Martin Luther King, the famous reverend and human rights activist in the United States, had a dream. He said, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. He said, I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. And he continued, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of that character. I have a dream today, he said. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh will see it together. This is Martin Luther King's dream on World Social Justice Day. Now I'm taking you back a few thousands of years to Joseph. Who knows who Joseph is? Who knows about Joseph's dream? Yes? Joseph had a dream, and when he told his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, listen to this dream I had. We were binding the sheaves of grain out of the field when suddenly my sheaf rose, and it stood in the middle, and all your sheaves were bowing down to it. His brothers said to him, do you intend to reign over us? Will you actually rule us? And they hated him all the more because of his dream and what he had said. Then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. Listen, he said, I had another dream, and this time the sun and the moon and the 11 stars were bowing to me. When he told his father, as well as his brothers, his father rebuked him and said, what is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come down and bow on the ground before you? His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. We all have dreams. Dreams are the United Nations, presented here by the Director of the Information Office in Lagos. All countries in the world united, therefore, have come up with Sustainable Development Goals, 17 in total. With this, we can all strive together to create a better world for everyone. SDGs are just not lofty goals on a piece of paper. They can come close to you, localized. Working together with as many people as possible in a community, you can dream up together a situation which will be bringing 1, 2 or 3 of these Sustainable Development Goals closer to reality in a place where you live, where you go to school, where you pray, or where you go shopping. You honor me and by people from the Netherlands by inviting me here to talk about the bold move, Dutch spirit in localizing sustainable development goals. In a conference about working with these goals on a local level, for local government, schools and local groups, the following practical tips were identified. The first is take small steps. Create teams that can start to come up with plans and catch the low-hanging fruit first. This will increase participation as many people see you are successful. Results inspire. The second one is measure. Make indicators of progress that you can communicate with others, to your fellow students, to your teachers, to your parents. Be as concrete as possible and ask for guidance how to make these indicators. Program sustainably. Source sustainable in a program. Be a model, a poster boy or girl that everybody can follow. Practice what you preach. Now these practical steps can help you to be bold. I will give you just a few examples what you can do also here in Badagry. I have a town in the Netherlands where a local group started the Fresh Factory. Their aim was to produce fresh food for the community using waste and wasted lands or places. They collected coffee grinds from coffee shops, from restaurants, and they found the places and grew nutritious mushrooms on the coffee grind. They found empty warehouses, cellars, abandoned rooms, flat roofs, and created urban fields. The mushrooms are now sold as urban burgers. Oops, there goes my favorite. I will give you just one more example because I think you're all going to be a bit hungry at the moment. My next example is an app called Nibbler. In the place of Amsterdam, lots of people like Lagos come together from many places in the world. So they don't know their neighbors, they don't know anybody when they come to a place. So an app called Nibbler helps them to find a place at the table where they can eat with other people. So they not only get a nutritious and a hearty meal, but they only get to meet people. And when this continues, nobody will be a stranger anymore. My last example is Dora Works. This is a group of people that help young and old people with an intellectual handicap, with an IQ less than 70. The aim is to let them be as productive as other employees. They found places for Nora to work. They found employers to help them. The employers were very happy with them. In a way, they become a very nice addition to the workforce. These were just a few examples. I heard that two Dutch guys came cycling to Lagos. You have picked up their bold bridging and to make their own dreams come true. I will going to tell you the last thing. Be bold. Be brave. Take adversity in its stride. Remember that Joseph, in the end, became the minister, the waziri of the Pharaoh of Egypt. And that Martin Luther King still inspires us all, also today. Thank you very much.
I want a standing ovation for this man. He is wonderful. I am so happy because I have a feeling that something is working, and that is telepathy. Telepathy when 2 or 3 or 4 people are thinking the same thing at the same time, at the same moment. And because of what he has done, another standing ovation for him.
Thank you very much.
Before we allow the constitutional to go back to his seat, there is a small gift for him. I will now call on Mrs. Adeola Adedeji to come and do the presentation. And at the same time, as our guy was giving his speech, the Amotekun of Lagos Education came in, and I make sure you don't know the person. Who am I talking about? The Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, Education, TC2, Mrs. Anike Omojomoloro Adedeji. Yesterday she was giving a title, Amotekun Education. Please, less than 15 hours, we look and sought out for the picture of the Consul General. And we gave it to a wonderful boy, a boy less than 15 years old. And the boy did justice. Please come forward. The boy said he wants to present it to the Tutor General to give. Madam, please. This is wonderful. Less than 15 hours. He did this. Yes, he did it.
Congratulations. You're a true artist. What's your name, please?
Samuel.
Oh, Samuel. So, thank you so much. You have honored me in a very, very grand way.
This is wonderful. I remember an 11-year-old boy that drew the picture of Tinubu, the Jagaban of Bogo. When Chief Tinubu saw the picture, he had no choice. He said, I'm giving this boy scholarship. I don't know what will happen to this boy today. This is serious. We have talents in Nigeria. Any country you go to and you don't say Nigeria, there is no business there. There is no life.
I'd like our mommy and young lady to join us.
Miss Irene, TGPS is before. Mrs. Adekonye, TGPS is 2.
Thank you so much.
Please. Wonderful.